You see, you are going to have a huge moment indeed, my gorgeous Leonis, purely because you are about to open your eyes, but most importantly, this May, you're actually going to realize exactly what do you need to do. But in terms of those things that slowly came to an end, because you will see that something is actually slowing you down. Something has been slowing you down up until this point, and in particular, when it comes to the actual last 11 months, this is all going to make sense like there is no tomorrow. So what is actually going to happen to you, my gorgeous Leonis, this May 2021, you are going to see that a very, very important part of your life slowly came to an end. And I say a very important part of your life, it's not just really kind of like it's not like really just like kind of out of the blue that you are going to have this moment, but I'm just saying that you're actually going to have this realization. It's about the things that you have been thinking about. It's about the changes that you felt that you need to make. But now they're most certainly going to be obvious, because the particular specific part of your life slowly came to an end. And it's on you to realize what this is. So as soon as you realize this, the quicker you're gonna move on. And this is important to mention and say, because as soon as you move away, as soon as you move on from that particular situation, because karmically and spiritually you're just reaching the very important circle. You reached like a really significant circle. So now almost immediately, as soon as you realize this, something quite important is going to come up. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Leonie, and it's for May 2021. So this monthly horoscope tarot card focus is for you, my gorgeous Leonis, and it's for May 2021. It's important to say this, and it's important to stress yet again how significant this part of your life is actually going to be. It's about an abandonment, it's about an adjustment, it's about a readjustment, it's about cutting the certain part of your life, out of your life and just simply moving on. But it's not just like, oh yes, simply moving on. But as soon as you do this and as soon as you realize this, there is the world of possibility that is actually going to come to you within exactly within 7 weeks after you realize specifically what part of your life slowly came to an end by weighing you down. When it comes to the actual but it's pretty much so to do with the actual you seeking clarification, creating conscious awareness, but at the same time you just need to make sure that you focus on solution and nothing else. Just remember this, my gorgeous Leonis, by the time you come to an end of May, this is going to be super important time, and you will see exactly why I said that it's significant to focus on a solution. On another hand, the number that is just your number this month in numerology, it's actually 727. 727 is yet again trying to let you know that this readjustment that you are going to have this month is going to be literally life-changing, and it's all about the actual things that you kind of find yourself being rather powerless around, and also things that are just also at the same time going to be connected to important plans that you are going to have are simply going to take over. Okay, so on another hand, there is one specific plan that you will be focusing on, and I need to stress the importance of this as well. This particular plan is going to make you feel like really rejuvenated. It's going to re-energize you. It's going to open your eyes. Every time when you think about that particular plan, you're just going to kind of start feeling this wonderful vava-vumish energy at the same time. And this is the way your spirituality is just going to be communicating you at the same time. So you will most certainly know what the right thing is to do, and most certainly you will know which plan exactly I'm talking about. This is something so important, because that particular plan, it's going to work absolutely perfectly indeed, because you are going to start a certain project, and that project is going to blow up like completely by the time you get to the actual August 2021. 2021, you are most certainly going to be able to see, you know, the wonderful outcome that I'm actually talking about. Very successful, very good. It's going to be like a rebirth to you, transformation to you, for you, my gorgeous Leonis, because purely you have been through quite a lot and you're still going through quite a lot. So now this is going to also start the process of the actual unfoldment, which is most certainly going to lead towards a new, positive and very exciting direction in your life. Just remember that I'm saying this to you, my gorgeous Leonis. It's about a plan. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that you don't understand, but it's about a plan that it's going to be on your mind, and that plan in particular, it's going to be pretty much so strong in between the 17th of May and the 22nd of May as well. So this is the time when you should just be paying attention to it, but also in between the 17th of May and the end of that month, this is going to be quite significant time when it comes to that particular plan that I'm talking about. It's just simply going to come to you. It's simply going to make sense, and things that didn't make sense are going to make sense as well, because with that plan, it's also beautiful, amazing spiritual key that you are going to get at the same time, and without realizing, you're just going to be walking through, my babies, and you're going to be unlocking many doors throughout May. And this is why I want you to understand how powerful this month is actually going to be. More so when it comes to the actual June and May are going to have a mind-blowing similarities, but also a mind-blowing connection as well, with things that you've started in May, which things that you felt in May, they are still going to be highlighted throughout the actual June. So May and June are gonna be ridiculously connected when it comes to you, my gorgeous Leonis. So this is very, very important. So I just hope you understand that as soon as you feel like, oh, you want to do this, you want to do that, but as soon as something comes to you and you feel so excited about it, you will know it's time to just go for it. It's time to move on. It's time to move forward. You know, it's time to follow that wonderful unfoldment of your life, because what is going to be going on in May is literally about to change your life. But you just have to listen to yourself. You have to focus on those things that make you feel really happy, those things that make you feel really excited, and you're really going to have such an important moment, you know, like something is going to remind you exactly of what you want your life to be. But at the same time, things are going to be sticking out like a big mamas around you, just like kind of like a staring in your face. But at the same time, you will realize that you're stronger than all this, you're better than all this, you're more powerful than everything that is actually weighing you down. And the way out of the situation that no longer serve you in general is just to move on by doing things that are making you feel excited and good. You know, you are going to have a very strong need. You know, 727, my gorgeous Leonis, it's a very powerful number when it comes to numerology, and in particular when it comes to the month of May. You know, you're reaching a very important moment of your own conclusion, you know, and this is good. And on another hand, you are going to have you're going to feel a very strong need to move on. Suddenly you're going to feel very deep, and that is going to also be quite highlighted, you know, at around mid-May, towards the end of the month, you know, the need to move on, and you will just want kind of more out of life. And this doesn't surprise me at all, because it's correlating with everything that I've mentioned so far when it comes to you cutting the certain part of your life out, when it comes to you making the adjustment, because the big part of your life is slowly coming to an end, and you just have to pay attention to how you feel. You just have to pay attention to how what your feelings are. You have to pay attention to your own energy, you know, and this is something that is also going to reflect on your own intuition, and it's going to enhance your third psychic eye. So therefore, you're going to be coming across lots of situations throughout May where you're going to respond, you know, subconsciously, and this is a powerful time to respond subconsciously, both May and June, yet again, because you are going going to find yourself like really just doing the right things, doing correct things. And this is when you let this energy, your own energy, to flow, and that can only increase your personal vibration. That can only highlight those things for you personally that you know that you should do, regardless what anybody else said, regardless whatever is going on. You know, it's important. You're gonna feel like you want to this is important, that you will seek more out of life than what you are actually experiencing. So you're going to find yourself on a spiritual quest indeed, which is going to lead you towards towards new opportunities almost immediately, because something is going to be released at that moment in time. But most importantly, it's going to push you, my babies, to actually choosing to make big life changes, you know, and that in return is going to require from you to have a certain change in priority, and also to leave certain part of your life. Okay, there is no point to fight like a constant battle, for example. You know, this is how it feels to me. So it's entirely up to you to see what this is. On another hand, you see what else I was going to say, that you're actually going to, this is a great time to focus. May is a fantastic time to focus on a career. If you're retired, it's also the great time to focus on those things that you wanted to achieve, on those things that are calling you, on those things that you feel very attracted to, and things like that. So it's just not only about a career, but it's about focusing on things that can bring the actual expansion into your life, regardless what you do, regardless who you are, and regardless what your spiritual journey, where you are at your spiritual journey at the moment. I do need you to be a little bit careful here, my gorgeous Leonis, because you know, it is a bit of you're gonna sorry, you're gonna come across like a somebody quiet, not really honest here, somebody quite dishonest. So I just need you to kind of like it's most certainly to do with some kind of dealings or a double dealings or some kind of dishonesty. So you are gonna become aware of it, but before you become aware of it, I would like to open your eyes as well. So if something doesn't kind of like if something sounds a bit weird and things like that, you know, if the certain person sounds a little bit weird and that person wants to start some kind of project with you or something with you, you know, you just need to kind of just be like a little bit careful, because I can see just like a little bit of dishonesty, but you are most certainly going to be aware of it, so it doesn't really matter. Let me show you this. You are gonna get a really important opportunity, Leonis. Look, an important opportunity. Okay, so this is going to be very much so to do with your specific situation, with your specific spiritual journey. It doesn't matter where you are at the moment. You know, there is an important opportunity that you are going to have, and this will be very, very significant for you, and it's going to mean to you so much, and it's also going to kind of put you so much closer towards where you want to get, towards where you want to be. I do want to say, and I do want to stress that the plan, something that was on your mind for a long time, Leonis, this is important, something that was on your mind for such a long time, now you will be able to brush up on it, because you know, someone is really going to surprise you, somebody who is so important to you, somebody who is so significant to you. It's also going to be playing an important role in your life, because they are going to surprise you, and somehow they will be pretty much so connected to that particular situation, and they're also gonna kind of be like also like the spiritual bridge themselves, because it's so much also to do with somebody else who's going to be playing an important role in your life as well, my gorgeous Leonis. So this is what I want you to understand. On another hand, you see, it's the actual months of wisdom. You're gonna be able to read in between the lines, like there is a no tomorrow, my gorgeous Leonis, but also at the same time, you know, some kind of revelation you're going to have this month, you know, some kind of revelation you're going to have, and after you have this revelation, my gorgeous Leonis, there is a really significant decision that you are going to make. And you know, on another hand, look, I'm just going to shuffle these cards, oracle cards. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle these oracle cards, my gorgeous Leonis, and I'm going to connect to the spirit world at the same time, polar Paula. We've got a spirit of Paula here. My gorgeous Leonis, we've got a spirit of Paula. Paula was absolutely gorgeous, wonderful, and very, very quirky person when she was alive. She was very different. She was very unique. And yes, I'm talking about the spirit that just wandered into this room. And the spirit is more than happy to actually help me to pick a card for you. Paula was a wonderful person, and she's an absolutely gorgeous spirit. Beautiful, beautiful energy. When she was alive, there was something very, very unique, as I said, about her. There was something very specific that she was doing, and only she knew how to do this. And Paula is sending her love. And there is also J and T, pretty much. So J and T letters are connected to Paula as well. So now, with the help of Paula, Spirit Paula, I'm just going to take an oracle card, and I'm going to see what the message is going to be as well. Pleasure. You see this? You are about to start sorry, you are about to start living again. Anything that is attracted to you this month, you should go for it. Anything that you want to find, anything that you want to explore, anything that you want to explore, my gorgeous Leonis, you should go for it, because you know different things are going to be talking in a different way, but specifically things that you should be paying attention to are going to become pretty much known, but they are going to come in a form of you being realizing and you being aware of the fact that the more you explore, the more you're going to get out of the situation, because it's all about your own pleasure. This time your life is about to change, and most certainly it's just going to go towards your direction, towards those things that give you pleasure. You will feel so much stronger at the same time. This is something that you also should be using to express yourself in order to deal with problems and difficulties. Just remember that things that you do, things that you like doing, the way that you express yourself, this is something that really should be highlighted, most certainly. And this is the way you should be expressing yourself throughout the month, by literally being yourself. It's more important than ever. And also at the same time, you are gonna find yourself like whether you should take a certain risk or not. And it's very important for you to understand that this is kind of like a time to also kind of like be very open-minded, take risks, and make sure that you stay focused at the same time. Okay, so now my gorgeous Leonis, I'm just going to see what is going to be, what is going to happen when it comes to your like health and things like that. It is just very much so, this is keep on like kind of repeating when it comes to you, my gorgeous Leonis. It is very much so to do with like a sensitive bones, and it's a very much so to do with like your shoulders, having sensitive shoulders and having sensitive neck as well. You're gonna find yourself maybe like kind of being, oh God, you know, moving in a certain directions, like kind of unable to do with such an ease. So every single time when you kind of like want to pick something up and things like that, and something blocks you, you know, prevents you to kind of go move in this way, it's also going to be the sign from your body just to kind of try to exercise and try to just work against it. Try to pay attention to which parts of your body you are not able to move as such, and they're blocking you. Like for example, you want to pick something up and then something blocks you here. So this is the part of your body that you should be paying attention to. So maybe when it comes to diet, pay attention to your diet. When it comes to the exercising, pay attention to the exercise and things like that. So it's just your body is going to be communicating to you in this way, and this is exactly what you should be paying attention to. On another hand, as I said, just make sure that you sit correctly. Make sure if you're like kind of like for living, if you're picking things up for living, make sure that you're picking things like gently and correctly in the nice way without hurting yourself. And also it's more important than ever just to try to kind of sleep for a while on your side if you possibly can, with a good quality pillow, and the pillow in between your legs, because this is going to help you to in between your knees, because this is going to wonderfully help you to actually relax your back, and it's going to be very beneficial for you indeed. On another hand, you do need to make sure to take like kind of like a natural vitamin D, because it's going to help you with your bones. Your bones are very sensitive, you know. Vitamin D, calcium, magnesium and zinc is something that I would highly recommend you when it comes to your sensitive bones in general, when it comes to your sensitive skeleton in general. And it's also quite good for things like sciatica pain, and things like that. And also on another hand, what is quite wonderful actually, but it's a little bit gross, you know, to like a cod liver oil, natural cod liver oil, like it's like, I know it sounds gross, but you know, you can get it in a capsules, or you can get it like in the actual oil. I would highly recommend the oil, of course, but then it's a while to take, you know, it's really up to you. But the actual cod liver oil or a fish oils, if you have a problems with the cod liver oil or fish oil, then you could go for the flaxseed oil, because the flaxseed oil is the plant version of the actual cod liver oil or a fish oil. It's just a cod liver oil, for example, like the difference is you get naturally vitamins A and D, where fish oils are absolutely remarkable in so many different ways. And then again, you've got a flaxseed version, the vegetarian version would be like a flaxseed oil, which is also going to give you omega-3 essential fatty acids, which is absolutely remarkable when it comes to like sciatica, when it comes to like a muscle pain, when it comes to circulation, when it comes to your bones, when it comes to your joints, you know. So you have got like a few different like ways to actually take this, but this is something that is going to boost your immune system, but also at the same time, it's most importantly when it comes to you Leonis, it's going to help you with your own skeleton indeed. On another hand, what else I was going to recommend you, just make sure that you're using natural creams. Like if you can't eat cream that you're using on your body, then don't use it, as simple as that. So make sure that you're using natural creams, because your skin is going to be sensitive. And also make sure that you're using like a deodorant without aluminium, because deodorant with aluminium, like normal deodorants that contain aluminium, they're going to block your pores, and then that's just not going to be good for you, because it's just going to kind of leave you with like with a concoction of chemicals in your body. So you let your pores to kind of breathe by using the natural deodorants without actual chemicals. Okay, so now without chemicals and without aluminium. And if you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, or you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Leonis, or not. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Leos, the very first date that I would like to recommend to you, it's actually going to be on the 3rd of May. 3rd of May, it's all about this kind of setbacks that you're going to feel, but it's pretty much so to do with an obstacle, you know, an obstacle that is just kind of oh my god, it's going to be draining your energy like there is no tomorrow. And it's the 1st, 2nd and 3rd really of May, but the 3rd of May, this is going to be like, oh my god, you know, like, it's going to be like kind of obvious, you know, and it's like pretty much so to do with you feeling preoccupied, something that is preoccupying you, but also at the same time it's just maybe connected to some kind of incorrect advice as well. So this is something to pay attention to, but at the same time it's an important part of your progress. You're going to be absolutely fine. You just need to listen to your own kind of a subconscious mind, and you will know what to do. You will know which step to take, you know, you will know which direction to take. But what you just need to remember to not to focus on the negatives, because your energy will be very strong here, and you don't want to play with that big mama. You don't want to play with that big mama and think negatively, because that's no, baby, no. I would not really recommend this. So because you are still having this ability to use this energy and to make with it whatever you want, you know, and you can make it to work in your favor rather than make it to work against you. So when you feel like this thick energy, you know, within the first few days of May, at the same time, just remember that that same energy just needs a little bit of working out from you in order to kind of make things better. Okay, so just basically don't focus on negative. Most certainly just think about positive things. All you need to do and just step towards the right direction, and you will see it's going to bring you a wonderful surprise. You've got a 4 of coins here, which is really important, which is going to lead you to be inspired by the right person at the same time. This inspiration that you're going to have within the first few days of May, you know, you are going to have a very important sacred almost sacred answer, because it's going to mean to you so much, because through somebody, some powerful figure, powerful person, it's actually going to inspire you, but at the same time you will know what to do. And this person has got so many great qualities about themselves, but also that person mean to you so much, my gorgeous Leonis, as well. Okay, I would highly recommend you to get something like an amethyst, because your 3rd psychic eye is going to be like, hello my darling, it's going to be wide open indeed. Your 3rd psychic eye, so you're gonna be feeling a lot, you're gonna be sensing a lot, you're gonna be spiritually open like there is no tomorrow. But at the same time, when you're spiritually open, you know, it's always something to give and it's always something to take, isn't it? So it's like when you're spiritually open, you understand so much, you know, you get so many informations, you act in a really beautiful and wise way, but at the same time your energy can drain a little bit quite quickly, so that way you can make yourself quite vulnerable. And in order to protect yourself, you know, every single time when you want to be very spiritual, every single time when you want to get the most out of the situation, every single time when you want to respond in the right way, every single time when you feel like all low or down, but you have to deal with some kind of negative devilish people or a negative person, you know, then I would highly recommend you to get this gorgeous amethyst pendant. Look at this baby. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Leonis, you're also supporting my channel as well. But this is something that I would highly recommend you to wear throughout May and June 2021 indeed. The second important date, my gorgeous Leon, is going to be on the 16th of May. Now, the 16th of May, something is just going to come to you. You're going to have such a weird moment, you know, but this is going to come unplanned. This is going to happen to you when you kind of least expect it. So you can even kind of like pay attention to this now. You can expect it to happen on this day. But then again, at the same time, as I said, it's going to come at the moment in time when you feel like a little bit of relaxation. I think that you're gonna be in between like this world and the spirit world. It could be like some kind of meditation that you are doing. It could be some kind of grounding that you're doing. It could be like maybe you will be in the nature. Nature has got such an amazing like rejuvenating effect on us. So we do travel like mentally so much, spiritually like there is no tomorrow. However, it's gonna come at a moment in time when you're having some kind of relaxation, and it's just gonna be quite mind-blowing moment, like, oh my God, you know, and it's going to be brilliant because you will know, this is going to bring you an insight and you will know exactly what to do. So this is going to be very important because that in itself, it's going to open your eyes in many different ways by making you realize the opportunity that is just going to start shining brightly, you know, from the 16th of May until the end of that month. It's all going to be about this amazing opportunity, but it's going to be required from you to be pretty much so bold, courageous, optimistic, and you will know most certainly that now it's time to take action, but you must not block yourself or prevent yourself to do things that you feel passionate about. This is very important, you know, because now this is the time, this is the beginning of your huge, enormous spiritual awakening, but then at the same time, it's going to give you time to rest, it's going to give you time to chill out, it's going to give you time to get that much needed break. You know, and the break that I'm talking about, you will see how significant this is actually going to be, because the way it's going to reflect on you, it's going to be absolutely wonderful. Another thing I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous Leonis, it would be like the tiger's eye, this gorgeous tiger's eye pendant. This also comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel. But the tiger's eye is remarkable when it comes to success, when it comes to prosperity, when we are kind of doing things, when it comes to our finances, when it comes to our career, when it comes to doing the right things. You know, this helps you on this journey and to grow spiritually along the way, but also it's kind of motivating you, but it's protecting you against evil eye, because sometimes, you know, there are lots of people that have got very strong energy and they may not do this intentionally, but you just look at them and it's like, oh my God, something was like, you can't just explain it, it just drains your energy like there is no tomorrow. And this is purely because people, it depends what's going on in their lives, and sometimes you've got people who do this intentionally. But however, every single time when you're doing something that you want to make your life better in terms of career, finances, making decisions and things like that, but also every time when you're dealing with people that are kind of draining your energy that you're unsure about, I would highly suggest you to wear this gorgeous little baby, because it's going to help you so much. In May and June, this is a must. As I said, this comes with sterling silver setting and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. So the third important date, my gorgeous Leonis, it's going to be on the 31st of May. Now, the 31st of May, I really like this because pretty much so it's to do with like maybe, you know, it kind of made you from the time that you felt really uncertain, but that uncertainty made you really indecisive. So that slowed you down, and that kind of slowed certain part of your life down as well. So the 31st of May, it's all going to be quite important because there is going to be quite powerful news that you are going to get, and the news is pretty much gonna be really good. It's a powerful information about a success, you know, it's to do with a gain, very good news, you know. You're gonna realize that you're overcoming a very, very big problem, you know, so you're gonna overcome a very big and annoying problem on the 31st of May, and this is very important, you know. This was quite an annoying challenge that you had. But then at the same time, you know, you're going to feel very overwhelming because there are going to be the certain odds that you will be able to kind of to win against. And this is going to surprise you, but in the best possible way, because on one hand, you're going to find yourself being in a really on an advanced stage, on an advanced level. And I really like this because it's about your own victory indeed. But then at the same time, you know, it's to do with the actual recognition of a very important abilities that you should be paying attention to. This is like a sacred moment in time for you, my gorgeous Leonis, indeed. On another hand, it's about successful negotiation as well. The 31st of May, it's going to bring you the moment of a very successful negotiation. So if you do need to have a certain negotiation, the 31st of May would be a fantastic day to actually do it. And also, even more exciting, my gorgeous Leonis, it's about you becoming aware through this situation about the actual opportunity that is going to soon arise. And normally you wouldn't kind of be aware of this, but now you're going to be aware of this, which is absolutely brilliant, and it's very attractive to you. It's to do with your own advancement. It's about doing the right thing. But then again, you know, it's a bit of a challenging moment that you're going to have, but it doesn't really matter because this is connected to the beginning of a very important understanding, and also that in itself, it's going to start the process of you reaching toward enlightenment. Very, very important. And that in itself is going to show you the way. But then again, at the same time, it's to do with endings that are going to lead to new beginnings. And also you will know that it's time to release situations or people that are holding you back because you are having your spiritual transformation. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Leonis, I'm going to see what is going to happen to you in the beginning of May, mid-May, and the last part of May, just briefly. The first part of May, I like it karmically. It's going to be really great moment because there is the certain good that it's going to get back to you. You will be told something, and this is going to put a big smile on your face because you will know how much you mean, maybe to certain person, to the certain person, or you will know how much you mean to the certain group of people. It doesn't really matter, but I can just feel how warm you're gonna feel, how passionate you're gonna feel, and this is gonna put a really big smile on your face, almost like if you're gonna get praised for something. But this is gonna be very important and very significant for you, my gorgeous Leonis. I like it. The mid-May, just remember, it's all to do with you stepping into an unknown, which means that this is a very much so very highlighted when it comes to your own awakening. So the mid-May is fantastic when it comes to a temporary pause for reflection and spiritual insight, and that in itself is going to be amazing because it's going to help you to see things in a whole new light. Just remember that this is the time, this is a perfect time to embrace your uniqueness, the way you do things, the way you act, the way you respond to things, but also when it comes to things that you are feeling, this is the time to actually embrace your uniqueness, because it's going to be like kind of very highlighted, and it's going to travel so much further if you do things the way you want to do, you want to do them. Okay, and the last part of May, very exciting indeed, Leonis. You know, it's about a very important and beautiful emotional experience. You know, I really like this very beautiful emotional experience that you are going to get, and that in itself is going to connect you to a very, very important spiritual message, which is going to open your eyes, but at the same time it's just going to basically gonna help you exactly what to do. You will know what to do when it comes to the certain delay, frustration, and maybe failure to face certain facts, you know, and that in itself made you quite indecisive. So you will know exactly what to do. So this will be important, but it's pretty much going to be connected to something new that you will want to reward yourself with. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Leonis, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are in relationship. Now, oh my God, this is going to be a big mama for those of you in relationship, because whatever, Queen of Coins, surprise, surprise, because, you know, you're both going to find something very beneficial this month. This month, you're going to come to terms that your life is about to change, and there is a kind of challenging situation that you will need to go through, but then again, you as the couple, you will know that you just have to follow your light. This is the time of changes, but it's also the time of like a listening to yourself, follow your heart, follow your intuition, because there is something remarkable going to happen for both of you. It's the decision that you're going to make, and this will be very big and it will be very important. And yet again, yes, it's to do with the cutting out a certain part of your life with a certain discontinuation. Something is going to come to an end, and the sooner you both realize this, the so much more powerful you're almost immediately going to be, because you are going to make the right kind of you're going to choose the right path towards things that you always wanted to do, but it was just kind of slowing you down, you know, in the process, because you're going to speed it up by just kind of make a step towards the actual new beginning that you're both going to have. Very important month for the actual couples. And now I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are single and ready to mingy, my gorgeous Leonis. For those of you that are single, and this is for the month of May 2021. My God, King of Coins, like, oh la la. I really like this, because now you are going to find yourself on a certain path, you know, and this is so much so to do with an important continuation of your life. Maybe something that you have been ignoring, maybe something that you haven't been paying attention to, but you should, because it's making you feel really good, and it's making you feel really happy. It's making your life really vibrant. It's making your life really colorful. It's inspiring you. Something that you stop doing, but you should be most certainly doing, because at the same time, when you continue doing this, you are going to find yourself on the path with somebody very, very important, somebody very significant, my gorgeous Leonis. It is not going to be that long. That person could make themselves known in May or June. It doesn't really matter when they make themselves known, but in May there are going to be the situations that you will go through that are going to make you continue certain things, and this in itself is going to put you on the path with somebody very, very special, somebody very powerful, somebody very significant to you, because they will be able to understand you like no one else before, but you will not straight away kind of feel connected to this person. So these people are very important in our lives, because the more you talk to them, the more we want to kiss them. The more we talk to them, the more we find out about them. The more we talk to them, the more attractive they are, you know, and things like that. So it's just someone very special is going to walk into your life with the perfect balance, you know, with their spirituality and success and things like that. They are just doing things absolutely perfectly, and something is going to inspire you at the same time. So someone very special is about to start walking into your life, my gorgeous Leonis. It may not happen in May, it could happen well in June, but the May is going to be the time when you will do something. You're going to continue with a certain process where you are going to already cross the path with this wonderful, wonderful and very, very important person indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Leonis, I love you all so much. Okay, if you do like my gorgeous little top I designed with little angel and it's saying Sasha Bonasin here, you're more than welcome to buy this, and the link is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.